week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's second and 12. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Force it to Allen. It's intercepted. Rookie Jeremy Chin. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
To kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. First down and more for Allen. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Stevens. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. And he goes down right there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on third down, Stevens. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
And it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Shotgun. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll take this a 25 before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Second down at the 28-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. The right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 49-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Went through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert now. Going deep here for Allen. Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Stevens. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And then will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running on 1st down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throughout the football. He's now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing on 1st down, Stevens. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Joey Sly to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. He's got it in, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up second and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. From the gun, Stevens. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Here's McCaffrey, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 12. Operating from the gun, Stevens. And Thomas has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stevens. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Dante Nicholson picks up and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Given 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all.
And this is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there.
1 yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Operating from the gun, Stevens. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 79 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? And the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Herbert on first down now. And he's got a first down inside the midfield. And following marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And it's complete. Henry is going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Steps out. He can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Play action. It's Herbert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Badgley now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, Stevens. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The final shot before break. Stevens. And Samuel caught left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This will make it into the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
39-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Gonna give this time to the tailback. McCaffrey lost it, and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On third down, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Sear Adderley, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and now the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's second and 9. From the gun, Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
To Keenan Allen.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year. 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances, in addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
Trying to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Badgley's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just want to run fast.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Gain on the
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Not only is Joey Bosa a real load off of the edge, but his technical expertise really knocks offensive tackles off balance. 11.5 sacks last season. His goal each and every year, not just to lead his team, not just to lead the league, but to beat up his own brother Nick Bosa, who had 9 sacks with the San Francisco 49ers in 2019.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second down and 8. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And caught by Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
third down. Stevens. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
3-yard line.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. From the gun, Stevens. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Chargers 35.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ball carrier.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and 13.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Herbert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Herbert. Inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Chargers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. To the air again, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to first and 10. On first and 10, Stevens. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jerry Tillery able to get him for a loss of about 3.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 75 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Looking to throw on second down. Stevens. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Had a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third and 9.
Operating from the gun. Stevens. He gets it to Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
36-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw on second down. Stevens. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. Giving 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
13-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they take a knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down.
28-yard attempt. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.